Example 3 is a little different than example 2 was. If you read the question here, we have the decibel level of a jackhammer is 130 decibels relative to the threshold of hearing. Now we want to determine the decibel level if two jackhammers operate side by side. A common mistake that people will make is to just simply double that decibel level, which would give us 260 decibels. This is not even close to the realm of possibility, considering that at 160 decibels we could have perforation of our eardrum. So having two jackhammers side by side giving us 260 decibels is completely beyond the realm of possibility. So what we have to consider is what does double. If we have two jackhammers operating side by side, it's the intensity, not the intensity level, but rather the intensity that doubles. So that's what we have to keep in mind when we're solving this problem. So when we write our givens, we know that one jackhammer has an intensity level of 130 decibels. And I want to know what the decibel level or the intensity level is for two jackhammers. So keeping in mind that the intensity of two jackhammers, which I'm going to call I2, is going to be 2 times the intensity of one jackhammer. Okay, so we look at our subscripts here. 1 is referring to one jackhammer, 2 is referring to two jackhammers. So we have twice the intensity of one jackhammer for two jackhammers. We're trying to find beta 2. So this is a problem where we're comparing one jackhammer to two jackhammers instead of comparing to the threshold of hearing. We certainly could make this a longer problem by comparing to the threshold of hearing and finding what this value is for intensity, but ultimately we would just be doubling that value anyway, so we actually don't need to go that route. It would work, but it would be a longer way to go about solving this problem. So what we'll do is we'll add the beta 1 to both sides to get beta 2 by itself. And then when we substitute, we don't know the value of I2, but we do know that it's 2 times I1. So what happens is our I1 values will cancel. Again, we could have gone the route of trying to find that value. It would be possible, but it turns out to be unnecessary. When you type this into your calculator, you type 10 times the log of 2, and then add to that the 130 decibels, and we end up with a value of 133 decibels, which is certainly not even close to 260 decibels.